she like you. And you giving her a reason to like you. You're not just saying, I'm a pimp, you know what I mean, pay me, you know what I mean, why you ain't doing this or why you ain't doing that. You giving the bitch a reason to be happy with your pimp.
But getting back to this game that I never left.
You giving the bitch a reason to be out that door early. One thing about a happy hoe, you ain't got to be on her, you know what I mean, like that to go to the track early. You ain't got to sit up there and be on her ass to sit up there, you understand me, and go to the carpet early. When a bitch is happy, you ain't got to sit up there and be on her ass all the time about going to the track early. She gonna sit up there and get dressed and ready to go because she's sitting over there, you understand me, trying to hurry up and get your motherfucking money. You know what I mean? Why? Because she happy, bro. She happy. You might have been at the gym or you might have sat up there, was with your pee partners, and the moment that you came in, you thought you was going to have to wake the bitch up. The bitch was already woke the fuck up. The bitch was already combing her. She was already doing her hair. She was already flat ironing her motherfucking hair. She had already been out of the shower. She smelling like the garden, eating and some more motherfucking shit. She ready to sit up there and seduce and reduce and motherfucking produce for a motherfucking pimp. You know what I mean? Couldn't wait to sit up there and get outside. She fired up about her hoeing, man. And one thing about it, when a hoe is happy and she fired up about her motherfucking hoeing, that's going to fire up the pimpin'. The pimpin' going to be fired up. He going to be fired up, you know what I mean? Why? Because he got a happy hoe. Or he got happy hoes, man. It's going to make him, it's going to sit up there, that fire, man. See, when you on fire, and that's why I said you got to work on yourself first. To the ism. To the pimping, you got to work on yourself first so the can catch on fire. Because when you really on fire for the game, everybody that you come around, that's around you in the game, they catch on fire. The motherfuckers, you understand me? When you really on fire for this game, the moment that you come around somebody else or this person or that person, they catch on that same fire. When you really, you know what I mean, consumed with happiness in the game. You got to work on yourself first, okay? And you got to be excited about your pimping. You got to be happy about your pimping. You got to be happy about the game. Because if you ain't happy about the game, if you ain't excited about your pimping, why you expect to be excited and happy about her hoeing? You know what I mean? And some of you niggas ain't got no type of excitement. It just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got enough condoms? Oh, you ain't got enough? Hold on. Here you go. You need some more? Alright. I mean, shit, it's pretty much the same thing I told you yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You remember my instructions that, you know what I'm saying, I gave you yesterday, right? Alright then, you know what I'm saying? Stay in pocket, get the money, bring it back, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, to a real one, man, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and another thing. If the police sit up there and they bother you, if they sit up there and bother you, just go in the gas station and buy you something. You dig? Go ahead and buy you something. You know what I mean? Buy you a sandwich. I don't know, bitch. You know what I mean? Hey, man, I mean, shit, you smoke, get you some cigarettes. You know what I mean? Get you some cigarettes. And after you buy you some cigarettes or sandwich, I don't know, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck you do, you dig, just wait up in the motherfucking, I don't know, man, just wait up in that motherfucking, you know what I mean, gas station and shit, you know what I mean, till they leave, you dig? And, once the police gone back out there, you know what I'm saying? And, damn, what else I tell you? What I tell you yesterday? Oh, okay. Okay, for real though. All right, but look, check in with me though. Don't be out there, damn, what's that word? Don't be out there socializing the P. I mean, don't be out there socializing too much. You know what I mean? Be about my issue. Let your next move be your best move, and bring the track back to me, and everything will be real smooth. You know what I mean? And some of you got that type of personality, and you wondering why you not getting paid. Just keeping that thing, you know what I mean, all the way motherfucking 100. You gotta change yourself. You gotta look in the mirror. It first starts with you. Pimping started at home, man. It started at the house. You gotta look at that mirror and examine yourself. It's mandatory to do inventory on yourself so you can be a blessing to everybody else. Before you try to give them a withdrawal, you know what I mean? You got to deposit into yourself first, all right? And work on your personality, because you dry. You dry to pee. You dry as fuck right now. So you got to sit up there and work on yourself, your tone. You can't sit up there and be saying that your information, you know what I mean, is a blessing. And when you talking to the, it sounds like the best definition of depression. You got to sit up there, you know what I mean, and put some excitement in it, man. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example. This is some real shit. It was like 2007 or 2008. If I was a bet man, I'd probably say 08 in Vegas. And this was the weirdest, this was like one of the weirdest times I've ever seen somebody choose, man. I'm coming out of the Flamingo, and I'm getting ready to head towards O'Shea's. And I'm coming out of the Flamingo, and I'm headed towards O'Shea's. Those of you that remember O'Shea's, if you back from 08, you remember O'Shea's. But I'm coming out the Flamingo, and I'm headed towards O'Shea's. But when I come out, this nigga, he all up in the face. He get all up in his face. He like, yeah, international, international, yeah, international, yeah, international people. You know what I'm saying? International people in your motherfucking face, though, bitch. Yeah. Can you motherfucking smell it? Yeah. International motherfucking people with this shit. You know what I'm saying? International shit up in this. You understand me? Feel this motherfucking international shit. It's international pimping up in this motherfucker. International. And when he was saying that to the bitch, he like, I kid you not. I kid you not. The bitch was like, she just smiling from ear to ear. She like, you would have thought God came down from the sky. She was like, let me do the dumbest look I could do. She was just like that. She was just dumb as hell. She was just dumb as hell. International. Then he like, yeah. You like what you see, huh? You like what you see, huh? Yeah. You like what you motherfucking see, don't you? You like what you smelling. It's that motherfucking international pimping. It's that international shit. And she just so mesmerized. She like, for real, you would have thought that seen the best sale at the grocery store. She was like, you know what I mean? She stopped dead in her tracks, P. Dead in her tracks. And he just, international shit with this pimping. You understand me? International, man. International, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. You like what you see, huh? Yeah. You like what you motherfucking smelling, huh? Yeah. You like the way, you like this motherfucking international shit. And he ended up grabbing that hand, and I kid you not, took her off to the side. Y'all know that little side part before you get ready to cross the street to O'Shea's. And he walked down the street, and he broke on that. Then after breaking on the, gave it some instructions so the can go get some more of it, man. Real shit. And all that nigga did, all that nigga said was international. That's all he said. Nothing profound. No 20-letter words. Nothing. No Malcolm X quotes. No Socrates. No motherfucking Edgar Allan Poe. No Joseph Stalin. No Winston Churchill. No Paul Laurence Dunbar. You know what I mean? None of that. None of that. Just international. But I just wanted to give you this example. Even though he didn't say anything profound, he still got through to the. Why did he get through to the? Because of his energy. That's why he got through to the. And no matter what I was going through, every time I always came to the blade, I always knew that I was gonna say, and this ain't no disrespect, but everybody that I campaigned with, I already knew I was gonna outdo everybody that I campaigned with. You know what I mean? When it come to getting at it, because I got the best mouthpiece any goddamn way, and not just that, I'm coming with the excitement. I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Y'all be blessed now.
As we celebrate hip-hop turning 50, it's been the soundtrack of your life.
Definitely.
And you've made it the soundtrack of many of our lives.
Definitely.
The influence you've had. So it's my honor to welcome to the Renaissance man, Brian Williams.
Oh, without a doubt. Big cheers, brother.
Big cheers.
Yeah.
Congratulations for all you've done. For yourself, for others. And the first thing I thought about when I looked at your amazing influence, not only in music, but in our culture, who influenced you?
I was strictly influenced by my daddy. He was my world to me, and I lost him at a young age. So I grew up around a lot of debts, and I made debt make me stronger, not weaker. When I watched it weak my family, so I didn't want to be like my family. I wanted to be better, so I could make just a change. Not saying I ain't want to be like them, because I saw a lot of them that made them turn to drugs, and I ain't want to go that route.
So for those that have not been to the community that you grew up in, give us a description of where you grew up.
Poverty, real ghetto, uptown New Orleans, drugs, murder, prostitution, just a hard life, like everybody struggling. It's hard to make it. It's like we call it a crab in a bucket. If one get up, majority of people that we thought will make it got killed in where we come from. So and murder become numb to you. So just growing up, it was just what it was. We was born in it, so we seen it, and we had to live through it and figure it out and try to make what others went through, we be better, and our sacrifice be different.
So I never met my father, and for you to lose your father so very young, what kind of influence did that have on you?
I lost my mama first. I lost her at 2 years old. I was moved to Canada. I lived in Prince George, Canada. And when I came back, I was in the boys' home. Then I got adopted by my father.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. I never... See, this is why we're doing this, and I'm really grateful that you took the time. By the way, y'all see we in Miami.
Oh, yeah.
We doing it big. The
Miami
had a game tonight.
We fell short, but we're going to bounce back.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk more about the dynamics of your parents and losing your parents. What kind of impact did that have on you as a young man?
Oh, man. Losing my mom, I never recovered in life. I'm still haven't recovered in life. And losing my father, like, he was my everything, because he adopted us. He brought us back to him when I was living in the boys' home. In the boys' home, in my 5-6 years in the boys' home, I was adopted by a white family. I stayed with them for like a year, and I decided I wanted to go back because I wanted to be with my brothers and sisters. But when my father got us back, he passed away, and then I just turned to the streets. That became my family, the streets.
So, for a young man that was bounced around in so many different areas of his life, and now you see young people, as we do, like glorifying being in prison, glorifying the street life. Tell us what being in the streets was like for you.
I started so young, but, you know, in New Orleans, you're on the edge every day. We call it your head on a swivel, so you got to be on your game because you could go, that come fast. So how we grew up, we were prepared for everything, anything, and penitentiary was honestly like a second home for us because we learned that at a young age. So if we go to jail, we know how to do time. So just that lifestyle, I just ain't know no better, so I was in it. And once I was incarcerated and I read the Bible, it changed my insight about life and what I wanted to do with my life. And when I came home, I did something different and started my company at 16 years old, making 17. I started Cash Money Records.
At 16?
Yeah.
That's when you got started it?
Yeah.
So, obviously, if you're in the streets and you're starting your label at 16 and you calling it Cash Money, that means you was really getting some bread.
Yeah, we was really we was young and popping. We was young and making a name. We thought we was making a name for ourselves, but we really was lining ourselves up for the penitentiary.
So when did you know this company that you're starting with your brother Slim?
Right.
Big shout to him.
Godfather.
You guys, entrepreneurs so very young. When did you guys realize we can convert from the street life to being entrepreneurs and entertainers?
Well, starting Cash Money was solely my idea. And I went to my brother because it was something I wanted to do. Because we was already into real estate. I was buying houses and I had body shop, few car washes. I had different businesses at a young age in my brother and them names. So I said I want to completely start music and do something different and let my past be my past. And I gave my life to it. I gave my soul to it. I looked at it like I could have lost my life this way. So I'm going to give my life this way. And as soon as I made that mental switch, I never looked back.
And being a leader of a label, that means you have to identify talent. And one of the greatest people in this industry to ever do that is you.
Facts.
What artist was the person that you felt like you were going to invest in to kick off the label?
I started with a lot of different artists, but I was young, just trying shit. I ain't know no better. I ain't never had nobody teach me, so I'm a kid, really, though. So I was just trying shit, but it really got really solid for me when BG came and Lil Wayne came, then Juvie came, then my daughter, rest in peace, Magnolia Shorty, Manny Fresh was around, and that's when I seen that I didn't have no other choice. I wasn't looking back regardless, but that's when I seen like we had some young talent and we could really, with grooming them, because I signed Wayne at 12, I signed BG at 13, and I seen that with the right grooming, these young boys could be stars because they was young and speaking above their age. They had a lot of street knowledge with their rap, so you thought they was older, but they really was younger.
And the crazy thing about being an icon, you could just say those names easy. Like
Facts.
Like BG. Like, tell me about like signing BG, being in the studio with him, nurturing him as an artist, that don't happen in the game no more.
No, that's
you talk about right. That's
really I put years into them.
Correct.
Before they became stars.
Correct.
Because I signed them so young. I signed BG at 13. BG is from my neck of the woods, which is my neighborhood, and I knew he could rap, and I went to him, and I knew his mama, and he used to rap to me, and I liked him, so I used to let him be around me a lot. Same thing with Wayne. So them two used to be around me a lot, and I used to make them just write raps all day. You know, like y'all practice all day.
No question.
Just write raps all day.
Absolutely.
And as soon as I do come around, I want to hear what they've been writing and rapping. So I kind of groomed them to be what they became. But I think they was born to rap. And then Juvenile came sharp. He came super sharp. Fresh was already in the game. But them three, to me, is somebody God put here to rap.
You're so very accomplished, and as I mentioned, hip-hop is turning 50. What BG song did you realize he got it?
The album Chopper Sit in the Ghetto, he was
classic.
14, but nobody knew he was that young because he was so street mature. And that was a turning point for us. Because him and Lil Wayne did an album together called the BGs, but they was like 12 and 13. Nobody never really heard it. Right. But when we put out that Chopper Sit in the Ghetto, BG was 14, but he had a deep verse and he was mature. You thought he was a teenager with his lyrics and raps. And Fresh put the right music up under it. And that was the start of our legacy. After all the other artists I had before that, like the Pimp Daddy, UNLV, a couple of them I had before that, but that broke off. But when BG came and we started that's when it was history.
So, and I've always appreciated your humility because in your position, not only are you making artists, you're making entrepreneurs, you're changing lives, you're changing generations, you're changing people's trajectory of their careers. And Wayne rapped about this in a song, and I think it went over a lot of people's head. You just reminded me that you signed him when he was 12. Well, he basically rapped in a song that he tried to commit suicide when he was 12.
Accidentally, he was writing a rap, and he was writing a rap called a 9, and his index finger, the bullet went above his heart.
Wow. So as a leader, when you have 12, 13, 14-year-olds that accidentally shoot themselves, they're making songs about choppers,
right,
but they're extremely talented. What kind of father figure does that now make you at an early age for them?
Man, I was a baby trying to raise babies because I didn't want them to go my way because I thought maybe they wouldn't have made it because they don't even know my past. They just know me now and what they heard of. When that incident happened to Wayne, I went to the hospital the same day, and the next day he went home. I knew God had a different plan for him. And just me, I was just trying to show them the right way, that we could do it, we're going to do it, we going to do it, not we can do it. I just had my mind made up that we was going to make it, and I just showed them what it took and what we had to go through and the sacrifice and just the hard work, the writing all day and being in the studio every day. The studio became the block. Ain't no more block.
No more block.
The block now is the studio. If you want to see a female, she got to come to the studio.
No doubt.
Whatever you want to do, everything going to have to happen in the studio because I want you niggas here at a certain time, right after school, and then we're going to stay here all night, every day. And I made that, and that's how they became great because I opened up that book form to be able to do that.
And Wayne has always acknowledged you as a father figure, as somebody that he started to call himself Birdman JR. So, what song or what session did you know? Because he went on, and he still is one of the greatest artists of all time.
That's a fact.
Like,
I think he is.
Right. This ain't like.
No, he up.
This ain't hype.
No,
Like, this is real spill.
it's a
When did you see that he had that?
We knew he was special, but around the Hot Boys time, that's when we seen a different Wayne, and really when the breakup came, that's when he just, cause I was like, I didn't want to rap no more at the hype of my career.
Wow.
I say, look, Wayne, I don't want to rap no more. I'm gonna give you the flow. You run the label. You the president of the label,
That's dope.
and I'm gonna follow your lead. I completely stepped back as an artist and as a CEO, and I said, I'm gonna go learn the business, and you run the label, and you do your thing. And I think that changed his whole life.
Not only did it change his life, but let's recognize he GOAT status.
Oh, GOAT for sure.
Right? So, how do you now view when you see thousands and millions of people buying his record, screaming for him, like, as somebody that was there to nurture him and in the hospital to support him when he shot himself as a young person, to now seeing him in the gym, so to speak, writing his rhymes and hone his craft to have this kind of career?
I gave him the game as a youngster, right? And he sucked it up. Then when I stepped back, he took the flow. And I always gave him the confidence. I believe in him. And he knew that I believed in him. I believed in him enough to say, this is your company now. You do your thing with it. And I think that just gave him all of the ammunition he needed to go and finish the mission.
What are some of your favorite Wayne songs or albums? He got so many. I know that
I can't even.
So unless I asking you like the favorite fish in the water,
Nah,
you know
he deep with it. It's hard to even say, like, because I could go back to some of the old Wayne. Then you got some of the new Wayne. It's just hard for me to say what's my favorite.
Because he got so many.
I mean, his archive is real long. Like, he had 100 singles in 1 year, like 100 features. Like, that's never been done. He broke all records ever. But you gotta understand, we from the South, right?
Work ethic.
So I put the work ethic hustle down with him, right? But we from the South, and we was the most underrated.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew we had a part to prove,
right,
to be the best. And when our turn came, everybody was saying hip-hop was dead. We didn't understand that shit coming from the South.
Right.
Because hip-hop was rising for us when they were saying it was dead.
Correct.
And that's when we shot straight through.
So what about Manny Fresh? What about his influence?
Nah, he's special. He paid the way. None but love and respect for Fresh. Like, Fresh paid the way. Like, you know, Fresh was a left alone nigga. We just let him do the beats.
Right.
He from another part of the city, so
right.
He don't know half of the shit we going through uptown. He just come and go to work. But really though, bro, we started doing music in Fresh house. We didn't even have a studio. We recorded all our songs in Fresh kitchen.
Wow.
We ain't even had nothing. We were just before we went to go in the studio, but by the time Wayne them come around, now we in the studio.
Right.
But Fresh still look like a left alone type nigga. Let him do whatever he want to do. He got the beats ready. I'm on these niggas' ass, so these niggas don't get in no trouble. You understand me? Fresh older, so he doing his own thing. So we just come in there, you know, Fresh like you got that one nigga on the team, you just don't even fuck with him. He just, go ahead, bro. You got it. Go ahead, bro.
So, not only have you started, and by the way, I don't even know if you know this, Russell Simmons in 2014, they were doing tributes to all of the greatest labels. And Russell Simmons said, the greatest label in the history of hip hop is Cash Money. What do you feel when you hear that?
Coming from a man of that value of the game, you gotta respect it. In 2014, when we was doing that, we respected it, but we still was on a mission. Any kind of compliment or honor you get from this game, you got to respect it, because
No doubt.
It's a hard field, you heard me? So 2014, we heard it and we respect it, coming from a icon, a legend in this game with nothing but respect for that man. It was another thing, that's motivation for us. We, like I said, we Southern. We down bottom. So what we doing, we not even supposed to be doing. The game wasn't built for us. The game came in our lap and we just rolled with it. We took it and ran with it. So all that shit was just big motivation for us.
And a difference between you and other label leaders like Russell is that you also are a signature artist. And tell me about the formation of Big Timers.
That was me and Fresh, right?
Yeah.
We started the Timers, and I was city Big Timers is like a dope boy. And so I told Fresh, we're going to just be the Big Towns. Because, that's how I come up.
Fresh, like, why are you getting me into this?
That's my partner. So we started the Big Timers, but we all was the Cash Money Millionaires at the Big Timers and the Hot Boys. So, and we really started rapping because them little niggas was too young to get in the club, and they used to be kind of, besides Juvie, the rest of them used to be a little shimmy, so we used to be like they hype man. And I ain't get in the game to rap.
Right.
I got in the game to make rappers.
Right.
But I was kind of forced to rap. So I said, I'm going to just try this shit. I don't care if I rap or rhyme, nigga. I'm going to just pop my shit. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, I don't care. And that's how that shit started, bro.
But the Big Timers,
now we got a legacy of our own.
Correct.
For a fact.
So tell me about one of your favorite Big Timers shows.
Man, Fresh used to do a lot of shows, bro. Motherfuckers used to throw their drawers and panties on the stage, and
because that's what y'all was rapping about.
You heard me? Fresh, he a wild boy. You heard me? He gonna entertain all that shit. You heard me? I'm like, I ain't really with all that, but Fresh entertaining anything popping at the time when we was young. So, that was that Big Time shit. We was popping our shit and they was fucking with it.
So, like, Big Timers to me, like, changed the game in a lot of
Big
ways.
Timers was all about what was really me, my image, my life.
Yeah.
All this.
The names of the songs.
Diamonds, jewelry, cars. That was all my identity. I just had a fantasy as a youngster. I wanted to show my ass, and when I got some money, that's exactly what we did.
So, also that spurned an era of things that a lot of people follow.
Fact.
The bling bling era.
Yeah.
And that
we still living that now.
No doubt. And that gets me to another one of your nicknames. Not the number 1098, but the number one stunner.
Yeah.
The number one stunner.
Definitely.
Where did that come from?
Honestly, right? Man, my partners, we on Martin Luther King and Claiborne. And my partner kept saying, man, did you watch this movie, MacGyver? I said, nah, man, I don't even watch TV. He said, man, this dude be doing his own stunts. I said, yeah. And they clicked. I said, you know what? I'm about to be the number one stunner. I'm about to come to my city, and because back then we ain't really had shit.
Right.
I said, I'm about to change our identity of how we look at. We might have had one car with no AC, niggas riding with the windows down. I didn't understand why we had to have one car, one house.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, we were sharing outfits, sharing clothes. I got 5 shirts. My partner got 5 shirts. He got 5 jeans. And we switching that shit up, you know, nigga switching clothes up. So I said, I want to have 100 cars. I want to have 100 houses. I want to have extreme amount of clothes. And that little monster that was in me, it came out of me.
Oh, it definitely came out because you guys, in your leadership and your creativity, also was the springboard to the bling bling era.
Facts.
What do you remember about starting that era?
Like I said, it just come from not having nothing. And I just, you know, in New Orleans, we ain't know nothing about none of that. We ain't know nothing about Rolls Royces and foreign whips. You know what I mean? We were Dickie suits, dope boys. You know, that was normal for our city. And honestly, I went to New York and seen them niggas in foreign cars and all that shit. Niggas fucking big chains and like, man, I'm gonna bring this shit down bottom. We ain't never seen this shit down bottom. And that what influenced me, bro. I went seeing that shit in New York and I came home and I put jewelry on everybody. We went and bought Rolls Royces and, you know, we already had Rolexes, but we went and bought APs and all kind of wild shit and we just turned up. We was treating cars like it was nothing, doing donuts in them, wrecking them, just my partner slamming into tree. You know, we were just, you know what I mean? I go to car lot and buy 50 whips for everybody. Nah, I bought 50 whips for everybody.
What kind? Hold on.
And 15,000 was the maximum, but for some of them, but a couple of my partners, I spent a little more. But yeah, everybody in the project that had a license, I bought them a car.
That's really. You remember what type of cars they were?
It didn't matter. Whatever they had on the lot.
Whatever they had.
Whatever they had on
Go to the lot. Whoever we rocking with.
My partner who was a friend of mine through my other partner, through High Bezel. His name was Greg Green. He was a car salesman. So we go get Greg and bring everybody that had a license. I bought him a whip and bought him insurance. And I just thought that when I was young, that's all a nigga was hustling for was a whip.
And that gave so many of us, because I was included, pride. And when you start talking about being hood rich, gator,
yeah, facts.
With the pimp down,
big fact.
Like those jingles became anthems.
Right.
And do you realize the impact that had on so many of us and the game?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it elevated not only the Midwest and gave us confidence, but the South.
But we saying it from our perspective. We're in New Orleans, so we still ghetto with it. We still, honestly, that shit true. Like everything in my mama name, we really was living like that. So, and that's why it was so relatable to other people because you got a ghetto in all America. You understand?
Right.
So, we didn't see the impact till later on.
And for you as an artist, you also showed that you can branch out and be on other hit records and hold your own. Because I've referenced this song so many times.
Yeah.
What happened to that boy?
Yeah.
What do you remember about the formation of that song?
Nah, Pharrell put that together, bro. That was a Pharrell. Pharrell did the beat. Pharrell wanted to work with me, and I wanted to work with him. Because that was really the first producer I worked outside of Fresh. And I was kind of skeptical about working outside of Fresh. And Pharrell was like, bro, I think you dope. I want to work with you, bro. And I was really skeptical about working outside of Fresh because I ain't want to insult him like that because I knew I started with him and I wanted to be loyal how he felt. And Fresh ain't have a problem with it. It was like, nah, man, he dope, man. Work with him. So, I made sure Fresh was there, and we was all at the studio, and Pharrell kind of came with the hook, too, bro. Like, the part, he he was like, Stunner, you do that part and get them to do that part. But that was a magical moment. That was the only time I got to work with Pharrell, but it was definitely magic.
Well, that was definitely magic. And then, like, I mentioned when Russell Simmons said that you guys had the greatest label in 2014 on purpose, because that's before YMCMB.
Yeah.
And before you know it, that birthed Drake,
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj. As somebody that played in Toronto and saw Drake when he was very young as an artist, can you define for us the first time you heard his music or you got introduced to him as an artist?
Wayne brought the music to me. Wayne was asking me what I thought about it. I'm like, I think that nigga dope. That nigga bad. We ain't never heard no shit like that. Like, that nigga had them long words and had that singing flow. Like, we ain't never heard no shit like that in hip hop.
Right.
And I was like, man, that nigga cold, man. You remember, like, first time I met him, I told him he's gonna be a legend. He was like, for real? I'm like, yeah, Drake, you're gonna be a fucking legend in this game. Because the hip hop ain't heard nothing like that. I ain't never heard nothing like that.
What is it like for you to, like, not only be a part of artists' careers, be a successful CEO and artist of yourself, like yourself, but see them become like ghost status? Like, we talk about some of the dopest people to ever do it.
The dopest to ever do it.
Right? Like, what is it like for you to see Drake now be mentioned, Wayne be mentioned as the greats?
That shit really like magic because I put in the work with them.
Yeah, you did.
And to see them take it as far as not just with rap, just in business.
No doubt.
You understand me? Like, they rappers, but they businessmen. To watch them take their business to those levels, that's more impressive than me than the rapping. You know, we know they're going to do the rapping, and they're going to do the rapping very well. So watching them become businessmen outside of the rapping, that's like, that's something I respect from them. And I know they watch, you know, it all come from watching what I did and what I done. But watching them become just businessmen, that's motivation for me.
Do you have a favorite Wayne album? Do you have a favorite Drake album?
I like all of it. I can't say no one particular album, no one particular song.
Because you sitting there, you digest it.
Hey, you know the coolest part about it is I'm fans of it. So with Wayne, I used to just go in his sessions and watch him work. I wanted to watch him do this shit because I know ain't too many people gonna be able to do that. Just to say I saw him do this shit, like, it was intriguing to me that he'll go in the studio like 3 in the evening and stay to about 8 in the morning, right? So I'm there with him every night. I just wanted to watch him do it. I just used to watch him work like that, and I just wanted to be able to say that I saw that shit, and I saw him be like that.
And it didn't stop there. Nicki Minaj.
Nah, she's special.
Nicki Minaj also is a part of the
GOAT. She's a GOAT.
Right? So when was the first time you got introduced to her music or her as an artist?
Same thing as Wayne. Wayne brought the Nicki to me. We was in L.A. after the same day we sold 1 million copies on Carter 3 album. He said, Stunner, you can't got me out my room, come see this. And I come down there and he showed me Nicki Minaj. I was like, damn, she cold. He said, we need a female in Young Money. I said, what you want to do? He said, I'm going to fly out here. He flew out there and we met, and then that was history.
What about the clothing? What about branching out to the point where it's one thing for us to be Cash Money as a label. It's another thing for us to be YMCMB as a label. But now we're about to brand this thing.
That was my thing. Here. That was my thing, right? We're going to brand the brand because I know the brand going to last longer than the artist.
Correct.
You know, some artists last long, some artists come and go, but still the brand going to be there. So I just decided to say, we're going to do this YMCMB thing. We're going to brand the brand. We're going to put the clothes out and the merch out, and we branded it, and it became very, very, very successful.
So I have a clip that I've posted a few times. Young Thug was in the studio. Shout to Rich Gang, Rich homie Quan. This don't stop y'all, by the way. This man is so very influential in 50 years of hip hop. Like, if you don't know, we're going to make sure you guys learn.
Definitely.
This is another branch.
Yeah,
that your influence.
That was a whole nother era for me.
Yeah. So you had to reinvent yourself. And I always talk about when
I never felt that I had to reinvent. I felt that when I went and did the Rich Gang, I just watched Wayne work so hard. I watched him work so hard. And I saw some talent, and I was like, I found something, Moolah. I found something where you could kick your feet up, because all he ever wanted to do was make sure I kicked my feet up.
That's dope.
All he ever wanted to do, and he rap about his stomach, kick your feet up. I got this shit. And that's all he ever wanted to do was make sure I kicked my feet up. So when I met Thugger, I was like, man, this nigga cold. So I was like, but this was at the same time we got Wayne, Drake, and Nicki, and we got Thugger.
We got Wayne, Drake, and Nicki.
We got Thugger, and I'm thinking he won't relax. He ain't trying to relax. This nigga on a full-blown mission. He ain't giving a fuck about nothing. Anything in his way, he won't eat him.
That's dope.
Every rapper in a way, you know, that's like, you know, he had that Kobe mentality.
Mm-hmm.
He won't win all the championships. He a Mamba. And that was my whole thing when I met Thugger and them, and I just saw something special in him, and we did that Rich Gang, and we fucked the game up with it.
So I've talked about so many people that you've influenced, put your fingerprints on, and changed their lives. Can you recall who influenced you?
My influence came from my pops. He was everything I ever wanted to be. He was like, he came and got me out the boys' home, so I always had respect for him for that, because I was adopted by a white family, and I lived with them for over a year. So when I got back with my brother and my sister, and my pops came and got me, that was like, he was my role model.
So as you see, artificial intelligence has become a real thing in 2023. And I saw a Drake song in AI. I've seen people talking about trying to do a Tupac album in AI. I've seen Ice Cube talking about if somebody does anything AI in my likeness, I'm suing them.
This new shit out, right? This AI shit. I ain't too much on it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, so basically
what is this AI shit?
So AI is basically something that you can have on your phone, and you can say a voice, and then that voice gets repeated, but it sounds like you.
Close, but not all the way.
Right.
Because I heard some niggas sounding like some niggas. If a nigga really a fan, he gonna know that ain't real.
Correct. But also it's worked in different ways. We've had stories of people calling their loved ones saying, hey, I'm in trouble, come and pick me up. And or give them this ransom money using somebody's voice. So like your loved one of your kids or whatever, call your phone.
That shit real.
And it sounds like
some shit to somebody just happened like that.
Correct.
Good. They got them out of $2.
That's what I'm saying. So as an artist, an entrepreneur, a CEO of a label that's had your fingerprints on so many artists, do you support AI? What do you feel about it?
I don't really have no knowledge of it. I'm just hearing about it. I'm not on it like that. But if anybody that's taking credit from anybody else's identity and hard work, ain't nothing cool about that shit.
I agree.
It's nothing cool about it to me. Niggas work too hard to be successful and put too many hours and too much. That's like playing any sport. Is to be a champion, that shit take a lot of dedication. So as to go the same thing with rap, it's like a professional sport. We have to put a lot of time to be the best or one of the best or to be successful in it. And if anybody taking any parts of that without putting in the slave work or the hard work, there's nothing cool about that shit.
Do you enjoy sports?
Love sports.
Who's some of your favorite teams, some of your favorite athletes?
I have a lot of favorite teams. I'm from New Orleans, right? And I live in Miami, so it's 03:05:04 for me. So I'm a Pelican, Miami Heat. I'm always a Saints. I was kind of raised in Kansas City because that's where my daddy from.
Okay.
So I'm a Chief fan. Baseball, I like the Red Sox. That's my favorite baseball team.
How about this one? So,
and Miami just got Messi, which was a big.
That's crazy, right?
I just watched Messi win the cup. Like,
right,
man, Messi a bad boy. Like, he gonna bring a cup out. He gonna bring something out here. Then you got Florida. They in hockey. The parent fighting over there.
Yeah, they doing their thing. So, and I appreciate you taking the time. Before I let you get out of here, there's always something symbolic in nicknames. So we broke down the number one stunner.
Right.
When did you decide you was going to call yourself Birdman?
Birdman come from the streets. I earned that name. It speaks for itself. I was baby. Because my mama never named me when I was in the hospital. She named me once I came out the hospital, weeks or months later, so everybody in the neighborhood always called me baby. And I was born as Brian Brooks. That was my mama's name. And I got adopted, and my name changed to Brian Williams.
So I'm pretty sure you're aware that now started a tradition of people being named baby. So I want to ask you a fun question. Can you name some of the babies in entertainment?
That's a few of them. That's a few of them. But I don't think that's...
Yes, it is.
Nah.
Yes, it is. You the first one. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm the original. I'm the original. But
that's like people named Jalen. Their parents heard my name and they got it for me. Ain't no way around it. You the original baby.
All the babies, I respect them.
I know. But can you name a couple of babies? All right, I'll start one for you. Wheezy F baby.
Big facts. Big facts.
Okay.
Big facts.
What about other ones?
You got the baby. You got little baby. I don't know too many of them like that, but
my Detroit brother, Sada baby.
Well, all right, yeah, right, facts.
You started the whole thing,
and I don't know if I ain't never looked at it like that, but
that's where it came from. You the original.
I'm the original. I'm definitely original. I'm an old head, but still hot.
And before I let you get out of here, there's one more thing you brought to the game. I just did this at the Heat game. And when I realized I was coming to talk to you, I was like, I stole this from him. What do you think about when you see this?
Oh, that's my thing. That's my thing. I just had a habit of it, like, because they always say if your hand itch, that means you're getting money. So when my hand itch a lot, I just rub them, and it's just my thing. I love doing it. It became a habit, bro, like, and I can't stop it. I want to give a shout out to Future, like that's one of my close friends, and we had a lot of part of Future in this game too. That's like one of my close friends in this game.
Really?
And very, very
crazy talented.
Like,
the sky's the limit. He's still
Pluto on another level with the game.
Right?
Pluto on another level.
Who are some of the artists you just mentioned, Future, that you feel like that got now and next?
NBA young boy for sure. He definitely one of them. And him for sure, like, you know, time gonna tell what he gonna be, but time already told what he can be and what he have been. So I'm excited to see what nephew gonna do and what's his longevity gonna be in this game. Then you got a lot of producers. You know, Yo Gotti come from my umbrella also, and what he doing is very respectable, and how he carrying himself and his accomplishments. But the game ain't gonna never stop, bro. It's gonna keep elevating, and you know, this like a ghetto dream for us. This shit ain't take education.
Correct.
But at some point, education do kick in. Because you're gonna have to know how to make it and how to keep it. That's the biggest thing. Is that nigga get my age and older, and you still got money.
Correct. And as we wrap this thing up, I appreciate you taking the time. As hip hop turned 50, there's so many artists you've influenced. There's so many.
But all right, hip hop 50, right? But I still say that they don't compliment the South enough for me.
I agree.
And I don't respect that shit about what they doing in hip hop, and I never will respect it because the South, I ain't gonna just say us, I'm gonna say the South. We paid a big wave of keeping hip hop alive. And I don't think they compliment us enough. And I always was told what a nigga don't give us, we gonna get it anyway. So, but I don't respect it at all.
I thought about that. I've seen a couple of tributes, and I've seen Uncle Luke talking about this.
And yeah, that man deserves a lot of respect for what he did.
Yes, no question. And like yourself, in his own way, led a label, helped create a lane.
Yeah, Luke was around before we was around.
Correct.
That man was huge, and he played a big part into hip hop when nothing was popping.
No doubt. Like, he went to court.
He went to bat about it.
Correct. And that's the reason, for y'all that don't know, that's the reason why those stickers, parental advisory, are actually on albums.
They was locking them niggas.
They was locking them up when they was going to shows. See Dolores Tuckers and all of them.
I don't think the South get the respect that we deserve. That's just my opinion, and personally, fuck who don't like it. That's just my take on it. And all the accomplishments that we did and we do, I think we deserve more respect. But respect come with honor, but still, as long as we getting the checks and we making the money, I'm good with that too. But still, the recognition comes with the game.
Right. And I'll be like, you know, I'll take the awards, but I prefer
the money. I'd rather the money over anything. And for a fact, we getting the money. Ain't no hands down about that. We getting the money, but still, money comes with love and money comes with respect. And we earned all those rights. We ain't asking nobody to give us shit. We earned that shit.
What are your top 5 record labels? Because they don't exist really no more. It's like Clicks. It's like Cruise. It's like we doing posse tracks. But it's not like we labels and we all wearing the chain.
Record labels, it have to be niggas who did it before me. I always Jay Prince and rap a lot with somebody that I fuck with. You know, Master P did his thing. Jermaine Dupri did his thing. Rough Rider did his thing. Diddy did his thing. Suge Knight did his thing. Rockefeller did their thing. I respect all these dudes. Russell Simmons and them, they the pioneers for everybody. So all them niggas I respect. But I always felt that I could be better than all of them. And I always thought that I could, even Diddy and them, he did his thing. I always thought that we was younger and we could last longer than all of them. That was my mentality as a youngster. And we did that.
Well, you the number one stunner. I want to cheers to you, brother. Thank you for taking the time.
I doubt my honest, man.
Keep killing the game.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of bullshit. Like, I feel like he playing me. Yeah, like that's all he wanna do. Play the game. He got guns on in the fucking house. Like, the fuck? This is my shit.
Yeah, they got it on sucker. Ain't no way he blocking your burn shit.
You got nothing in this house, man. You know you can get your ass beat. You know how I get out on this.
Man, what the fuck? I'm tired. Every time I come home, your ass is playing the game. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. Get the fuck out. Take your monkey ass home. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit.
10 bad bitches in a match. Rich on Millie rock, them diamonds on me dancing. When you working hard, then your money start expanding. I got model bitches wanna lick me like some candy. And them drugs come in handy. Last name Savage, bitch, but no, I'm not Randy. Hit her with no condom, had to make her eat a Plan B. And I'm sipping on that codeine, not brandy. I'm just stunting on my ex, I'm just flexing on my ex, bitch. Hold up, I'm just stunting on my ex, bitch. I'm just flexing on my ex, bitch. Fuck a wedding ring, I bought a necklace. Diamonds got the flu, try not to catch this. I left that hoe alone cause she was ratchet. All these bitches salty, they can't stand. Flexing on that bitch, hold up, flexing on that bitch. Bought a necklace on that bitch, hold up. Her friend gon' lick me like a fruit. Roll up, roll up, roll up. She and her feelings on the ground. Roll up.
Put on. Flexing on that bitch. Hold up. I ain't texting back that bitch. Hold up. I ain't stressing about that bitch. Hold up. 21 go get the stick. Hold up.
Hold up, hold up. Bitch, I like the ball. Like, hold up. Without no weavy ball. Hold up. Bitch, I spit your rent inside the mall. Hold up. She got a nigga, but he broke, she lost.
Hold up. At this private location. Hold up. Put her back in rotation. Hold up. Bitches on me, immigration. Hold up. Going through the translations.
I'm just stunting on my ex, I'm just flexing on my ex, bitch. Hold up. I'm just stunting on my ex, bitch. I'm just flexing on my ex, bitch. Fuck a wedding ring, I bought a necklace. Diamonds got the flu, try not to catch this. I left that hoe alone cause she was ratchet. All these bitches salty, they can't stand. Hold up. Bitch, my Rolex on fleek. Hold up. Bitch, my diamonds on fleek. Hold up. I got gold on my teeth. Hold up. You got rainbow on your feet.
Hold up. Corny niggas don't impress me. Hold up. Never let a bitch dress me. Hold up. Ain't no motherfucking judge check me. Hold up. I don't give a fuck about no ring.
Hold up. Money make my old bitches hate. Hold up. Bitch, you still stay on session 8, bro. Hold up. My new bitch wetter than a lake. Hold up. And she love to let me paint her face.
Hold up. Fell in love with some good, bro. Hold up. Fell in love with some good, bro. Hold up. Real them confidential papers up. Hold up. You done made me weigh my savage up. Hold up.
I'm just stunting on my ex, bitch. Hold up. I'm just flexing on my ex, bitch. Hold up. I'm just stunting on my ex, bitch. I'm just flexing on my ex, bitch. Fuck a wedding ring, I bought a necklace. Diamonds got the flu, try not to catch this. I left that hoe alone cause she was ratchet. All these bitches salty, they can't stand. 10 bad bitches in a match. Rich on Millie rock, them diamonds on me dance. When you working hard, then your money start expanding.
If your metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. And them drugs come in handy. Last name Hendrix, bitch, but no, I'm not Jim. Hit her with no condom, shut her right back out the country. And I'm sipping codeine, tats all on my stomach.
Counterfeit, you don't pull up on the
Way too rich to drive a road. Made $1 million out of stove. She like to put it in her nose. Pretty bitch with white toes. I done put her on the road. I done put her in the road. I done put up in the ghost. I done reached all my goals. Yeah, pull up with Yeezy and dollar sign. I'm all about business, I'm ready man. Pull up in the future like Taliban. Pull up with a rocket like number 9. I don't want your hoes. Your nigga reach out the goal. Let her suck the dick, said she was a pro. She straight with teeth, I'ma tell her to go. Go. Head so good, she on the road. She ride a dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible. Go. Head so good, she on the road. She ride a dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible.
She ride it like she's facts. We turn up to the max. I walk up from the back. I gave that bitch a cramp. They love me out in France. In the hood, I'm good, I'm stamped. Every day I dress all black. What's on 900 bags? To the East Coast, double that. On my neck, a bubble back. On my wrist, new Cadillac. Cause I all don't want a bag. Little bitch, I'm a superstar. These hoes wanna fuck my car. My dog put a nigga in park. Gotta watch out for the dogs.
This the Game of Thrones. Yeezy not the clones. Elon wear my rocket ship. It's time to go home. They served us the part since the day we was born. Anybody pissed off? Gotta make a drink the yarn. Now I'm Ye Kelly, bitch. Now I'm Bill Cosby, bitch. Now I'm Puff Daddy Rich. That's me, Jimmy Rich. First she said my dick. Then she said my dick. She gon' take it up the ass like a ventriloquist. I mean, sis Taylor Swift. Since I had the rolling on the wrist, I'm the new Jesus, bitch. I turn water to Chris. This for what they did to Chris. They can't do shit with this. Got my kids in a fake school. We ain't. Go. Head so good, she on the road. She ride a dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible. Go. Head so good, she on the road. She ride a dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible.
She ride dick like a carnival. Been over having flashbacks, she gon' eat me up like a carnival. It's the way I pop my shit, the hoes not ready. I'm going barnacles. Moving to feel like a Texas, can't get arrested, I make them stop mode. She want a private session, roll out some X's when I'm on Melrose. She tatted my name on her titties, yeah you could bust it, but it's a borrow. Sit back counting up dubs, I was raised in a borrow. She wanna taste the chicken and sweat today, ho, come back tomorrow. If you know what I know how to hold, just off the fence, I'm having them honchos. Running around in the lobby, I know that they tired me, having like 10 hoes. She needs some credentials just to be presidential. I'm about to buy some dishes, make a hoe eat me for dinner. Pain, all of my eyes, I can't see. I'm about to jump out my body, I'm ready to leave. I'm about to nut on her body and tell her whole leave. 50 mil stuff in the bag, tell the whole gang eat. The lady, somebody, tell me who fucking with we. I'm hot like the Carter, I'm pulling that hole in my sleep. Dollar signs all of my dreams, I don't never see these. Wow, this way, cover my body like it's a disease. Wow.
Just come outside for the night. Yeah. Take your time, get your life, try to die. Your career is more at stake when you in your prime. Fuck that paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm sipping that kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that be fake. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night. Come alive, ain't a sneak, ain't it?
I just been part my shit, get it live, hold up, shit. Try to come around back this shit, they popping your tires, hold up, shit. 100 round, feeling like I'm on stage, playing both sides of these hoes. Shot out on fucking your friends. I've been going crazy, shot, I've been in the deep end. Shit not in the same, shit just trying to go. I just been asking my hoes. I just been dripping my hoes. Just holding out the level shot. I got these hoes on their toes. I put the bitch on the road. She tryna fuck on the hoe. I got this hoe with me. She tryna show me something. I got flows for days. Niggas ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like they ain't know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that hoe done chose up. Piss all in the kitchen, can't get the cold up. Fuck these niggas acting like they know it. Double O cat, this shit we told up. Switch out the bag, these niggas get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
Poppy tag, YSL, Mr. Gag, get your test. I'm in there, been one young gunner, young YSL. Walk inside the club, smell like YSL. Fucking on your thigh, your bitch, you wild as hell. Oh, I spend a check up on my watch, the frame is wild as hell. Fucking on your thigh, smell like YSL. In that bed, we're gonna, young YSL. Spend a check up on my jeans, I'm YSL. Spend a check up on my bitch, that's by myself. Keep me shit on kit floor, by myself. Smoking on the bitch, by myself. Chain on, low floor, by myself. Shorty sucking on the dick, with a big look. Rack salt, no money club. Poppy tag, YSL. Mr. Gag, catch your test. I'm in there, been one young gunner, young YSL. Walk inside the club, smell like YSL. Fucking on your thigh, your bitch, you wild as hell. Oh, I spend a check up on my watch, the frame is wild as hell. Fucking on your thigh, smell like YSL. In that bed, we're gonna yell YSL.
Something right, YSL. That's a done. YSL. Every now and then I still ain't rushing there. Cash out on a bean before I bought a bill. But my bitch is cut. It's that YSL. I can't smoke no Dutch. Take it high as hell. Do that shit with Playboy Cardi, fuck these foreign girls. New moves on them, and shit like a video with one glove. BBS. YSL. Elliot got water that came out the well. You can't get this shit, put this drip for sale. Spend that YSL till I'm dead and pale.
Poppy tag, YSL, Mr. Gag, catch your test. I'm in there, been one young gunner, young YSL. Walk inside the club, smell like YSL. Fucking on your thigh, your bitch, you wild as hell. Oh, I spend a check up on my watch, the frame is wild as hell. Fucking on your thigh, smell like YSL. In that bed, we're gonna young YSL. Poppy tag, YSL, Mr. Gag, catch your test. I'm in there. little bit one young gunner, your whole wise ass. Walk inside the club, smell like wise up. Fucking on your thigh, your bitch, you wild as hell. Ooh, I spend a check up on my watch, the frame is wild as hell. Fucking on your thigh, smell like wise up. And that bitch was gunner, your whole wise up.
In the hood, them hoes take their clothes off for nothing.
In the hood, them hoes take their clothes off for nothing.
Them hoes just got
and that's what a nigga used to, so when we get in the room, so we can, it don't matter how you look. Bitch, you talking about 150, 250?
Fuck a old lady.
Hey, look, just last week, look, we had a hoe. What we was when I jacked that hoe, I robbed that hoe out of pussy. What we was? Houston. Bitch telling me 100. All right, I'm gonna give that to you. Slaughtered that hoe. Got up out there, bitch. Look, I'm running down the hotel hallway in boxers, nigga. She putting her clothes on, trying to go get her money. I ain't got it, man. But I got boo-boo, and that's how I'm living, man. And that's real nigga shit. I seen that hoe. We was in Houston. That hoe gonna walk up to me. Guess what she said? Y'all, this real. I put it on my limbs. I put it on everybody. That hoe walk up to me. Let me get the exact words. That hoe say, you don't remember me? I look at that hoe, I'm like, cause I don't. Yeah. Nigga done fucked over 50 of them hoes. Yeah. I say, shit, no, what's that? Then she just looked at me like this here. By that time I already knew I must fuck. I say, so, what, we fucked or something? That's just what I asked her. Yeah. She say, yeah. Alright, soon as she said that, she say, where your boy trail at? My boy, nigga, who was fucking her, you heard me? I'm like, soon as she said that, I knew who she was, you heard me? Yeah. So I'm like, shit, yeah, I remember you, what's that? I thought this hoe had a group of niggas outside ready to murk my ass. I owe this hoe 150. So beat this puss up a couple weeks ago, we in Houston, Texas. That was this hotel of Savage, man. Yeah.
What's she say?
That hoe say, I say, we still cool, huh? That hoe say, oh yeah, we still cool. I was satisfied. That's all I gotta say. Hey, a long dipper, you heard me? Go get that motherfucking album. You heard me? Go get that big head, go get that boosted badass niggas all about that. And that real shit I just told you, nigga. Remember that shit. So hold up. If you catch your baby mama later on in the footage, don't get mad at me, dog.